Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney and today we are here to talk about the importance of foundation garments when it comes to our sewing. And I'm not speaking of like shapewear. That's not necessarily what I mean when I say foundation garments. I'm just meaning anything that you're wearing under your clothes. Any bra, underwear, all that kind of stuff. I'm not really talking shapewear here, although it applies as well. Talking about the importance of just how it can affect the fit of our clothes and things to take into consideration when we are sewing our own garments so that we have successful finished garments in the end, which is the goal, right? We want as few in the bin, in the trash garments as possible. We want as many wins in our sewing queue as we can get. So that is what we are going to be talking about today. So as a reminder, and I've mentioned it a couple of times last week, but Cashmerette, if you are someone that is large busted. Now the things we're talking about today, it doesn't matter if you're small or large busted, this applies to everyone. But if you are large busted, it can be a little bit more of a challenge when it comes to our undergarments. And folks, I have not done a ton of bra making, although I have done some, but that is something, it's on my list for this summer. And I really want to delve a little bit more into that, just because, not necessarily that I want to make all of my own bras all of the time, but having the knowledge of how a bra is engineered is very helpful for if you're wanting to do any more sculptural dresses, like a bustier style dress or evening wear, if that's something that you're into, even though I've kind of decided evening wear is not something I'm necessarily into. But you know, things that are a little bit more fitted and tailored, having a good understanding of that is fantastic. If you're scared to go into bra making, that's fine. Swimsuits are actually a really good gateway drug into that because they're not nearly as intensive and there's not nearly as many fiddly parts on a swimsuit as there are on a bra. But it can be, once you've made a few bras, it really isn't that bad. It's not, and I'm talking like underwire, like the whole 9 yards type of bras. It really isn't that bad, and they use very little fabric, so it's kind of a lot of fun. But again, these tips that we're going to be talking about go no matter what your cup or bust size is. But on that note, so Cashmerette, like I said, I want to delve into, they've got a few different bra patterns. They've got like a bralette pattern. They've got the Willowdale bra, which is just like your standard underwire, you know, regular t-shirt bra. And then they have just released the new, I think it's Symmes is how you say it, strapless bra. And from what I understand in chatting with them, the amount of engineering that has gone into a strapless bra that doesn't dig in, that stays put, that's not sliding down the body and actually supports large busts. I can't wait to try this one. They have made this bra to go from cup size, here, I've got it written down, 28C cup all the way up to a 54J. So I mean, if there's one thing Cashmerette does well, it's big boobs. And I am here for that. I am here for that. I cannot wait to try this bra pattern. I just had a lot of, number one, being able to make my daughter a strapless bra. She has one, but I think it doesn't fit well. And she likes to wear off the shoulder tops and that sort of thing. And she needs a bra on. I don't wear as much stuff that needs a strapless bra, but honestly, I've also kind of given up because I have worn enough uncomfortable strapless bras that I don't even want to entertain clothing that would need a strapless bra. So this may change my mind, but I was thinking just, you know, aside from having a strapless bra, they've also shown it as a top, actually, like a little bustier top. But in my head, I was thinking it would be so cute to add a skirt to the bottom of this and little straps and have like a bustier style sundress with like pretty much full coverage, but cups and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. I'm excited to play around with it. But on that note, this is part of their regular catalog. So anyone can go buy this pattern, $20. But if you are an All Access Club member, it's included for free in your All Access membership. And I have a code Tomcat10 that gets you $10 off All Access. So All Access is normally $156 for the year. My code makes it $146. But I mean, there's so much more that comes with All Access. You get a pattern each month. That's included in that. There are all sorts of master classes and help and lives that Jenny does, Jenny Rushmore from Cashmerette. There's discount codes. There's a whole bunch of stuff in the community as well that is all part of that all access. So yeah, not only are you getting a pattern each month, but also a whole bunch of other stuff as well. And I have been an all access member for, I feel like it's 2 years, maybe I'm going on 3 years, but I have always purchased it myself. I have always bought it myself. It is my own money that I pay into that, and I really get a lot out of it. I love the patterns. So anyway, that being said, just kind of a side note on bras. But let's talk about the importance of good fitting, not necessarily, I mean, there is a good importance for having great fitting underwear, whether that be, you know, a good fitting bra, you're making sure your underwear fits. This is stuff that should be revamped. If you're wearing a 20-year-old bra, it's too old. You probably need to go shopping. But as far as what type of bra you want to wear, totally up to you. If you're more comfortable in bralettes, or if you prefer underwire, or maybe you just want to wear a tank and no bra at all, absolutely fine. But what I want to talk about today is the importance of, when you are making garments, making sure that the undergarments you plan to wear under that dress, shirt, whatever, are the ones you're wearing, number one, when you measure yourself, when you do any of your fittings, and then when you are actually wearing the garment, because it can make a huge difference just in, for instance, changing up a bra on how a top or a dress might fit. One of the things with my mentor, Joyce, bless her soul. She is no longer with us, but man, so many lessons that she passed along to me while she was here. And I was trying on a dress and I was like, oh no, the darts on this are way too high. And she goes, no, they're not. And literally stuck her hand in my shirt, tightened up my bra straps. She's like, it's perfect. And I'm like, wow, you're right. You're right. So just the importance of making sure that if you want to wear a sports bra underneath 90% of your clothing, that's great. Just make sure that you're wearing that sports bra when you take your measurements, when you're doing any fitting on the top, and then again, when you're wearing the final garment. Because a garment is not going to fit the same with a sports bra on as it's going to fit with an underwire bra on, or bralette, or whatever the case may be. So it's very important that when we are taking our measurements, when we are deciding on sizes, and when we're doing any fitting on ourselves, that we are wearing the undergarments we intend to wear under the dress. You know, you're not going to wear a sports bra under an evening gown, nor are you going to wear a strapless corselet bra under your gym clothes. So just making sure that the undergarments are the ones that you're going to be wearing when you finish, because that does play a huge deal. And I've said this before, I say this in my fitting class as well. The number one, fitting is kind of like math, you know, like when you're in math class and you learn a new skill, and if you miss a skill, it's really hard to go on to the next because, everything kind of follows itself. I feel like it's the same with fitting. If you don't start off with a good basis, it makes it really hard to come back, to figure out where you've gone wrong. So making sure that you're hitting those steps all the way through the fitting process is important, and able to identify maybe where you need to make tweaks. So by starting with the correct size is the number one importance. I did a whole video on taking measurements and making sure you're taking your measurements properly. I'll link it in the description box below. But that is the number one thing. And part of that in picking your correct size is making sure that those undergarments that you are wearing when you take your measurements are the ones you'll be wearing in the finished garment. So I'm not going to take my measurements in my sports bra if I'm making a button-down shirt for myself. I'm going to take my measurements in the bra I'm going to wear underneath that button-up shirt. Gym clothes, whatever. A lot of times I just take my measurements in my regular bra anyway. A sports bra is only going to smush things together, of which I make my own sports bras. I've made all of my own sports bras. All the sports bras I wear in the gym and any of the working out I'm doing. And I am a 36 triple D cup size. Everything I have made myself. So don't be scared to make supportive undergarments, even if you are large chested. I know there's people that are larger chested than I am, but yeah, that makes a huge difference. So I really just kind of wanted, today to be a chance to talk about the importance of undergarments, because I feel like it's something that's skipped over in the sewing community as well. And again, whatever your preference is, if you only want to wear bralettes, that's absolutely fine. I am not here to tell you otherwise. If you do want to wear shapewear and actual foundational garments in that sense, That's fantastic. You need to take your measurements in that shapewear that you plan on wearing underneath that dress, because otherwise, if you take your measurements in regular underwear, you're going to find that maybe the hip and butt area are too big now in that dress, and now it doesn't look quite right. Whereas you could have, taken things in a little bit with the shapewear. So that is kind of my PSA for today. Should we be updating our underwear? Any stylist would tell you yes. I mean, I feel like, what is the the recommendation you hear all the time? Like, you should be replacing bras every year. I don't do that. But if it has been a long time since you have had a good bra fitting, or even just bought new bras, because they stretch out, folks. They do. They stretch out. They need to be replaced. Maybe this is also a reminder that it might be time to go buy some new ones, whether it's going to get a professional fitting or just buying the bra that you already love and just buying some new ones. But that's not here or there. What I'm really wanting to get in with sewing today is the importance of same underwear for measurements, fitting, and final garment, because it does make a huge difference when it comes to fit. And if you are someone that is interested in creating their own underwear, give it a try. Like I said, I'm going to be delving into that a little bit more. I have a lot of grand ideas of making my daughter some bikinis that actually support her and fit her really well. I've got the Willowdale bra, which is by Cashmerette, and I thought about making that in swimsuiting fabrics for her, because she is a very, very hard bra size to find. She is very small in the rib cage and then very large. Her under bust, there's an 11-inch difference between her under bust and her full bust. So her upper bust to full bust is only 4 inches, which is like a D cup in sewing. But when you're buying bras, it is your under bust to full bust. And so it is very hard to find her swimsuits and bras that fit and support her the way that she needs to be supported. So anyway, if I want to go real intricate with some bathing suits for her, that's a good place to start. But don't be scared. Don't be scared to try something new. Again, I've not made a ton of bras. I've made, I don't know, maybe 5 to 10 in the years that I've been sewing, but it's really not as hard as you might think. And if you want to do a little bit of I'm scared to start, try a swimsuit. Once you get a couple of swimsuits under your belt, because they are easier than bras and less, material, they don't use as many fiddly parts and stuff like that. That's a great place to start, and then morph into actual bras. So, or even a bralette. Start with a bralette first before you go into like an underwire bra. But this is my permission and encouragement to try that if that's something that you've wanted to do. And again, I think I'm going to delve into that again this summer. That is not my goal to have a 100% me-made bra drawer. I'm pretty happy with the ready-to-wear bras that I buy. But I would like to have a better understanding of the construction. I feel like that makes me a better seamstress overall, especially if I'm going to be doing any like more fitted, not necessarily evening wear, but it would apply to evening wear. But if I wanted to do any more like fitted, those bustier style dresses where they're very fitted in the midriff and in the cup, little sundresses, especially for my daughter, little fit and flare action, but very fitted. Having a understanding of how bras work directly plays into that as well. So that is something I'm going to kind of be doing on the side as we're going through the summer. So stick around. I'll probably be talking about it more in my membership here on YouTube. I go a little bit more in depth with them over there, or I will again once my kids get graduated and life slows down. But anyway, I do take them a little bit deeper than I do here on the regular channel. So something to look into as well. All right, I think that's all I've got for today. I hope this was a good reminder on the importance of, yes, making sure that our undergarments do match what we're going to be wearing when it comes to fitting our garments. Okay, that's all I've got for today. All right, I will be back. I have a lot of sewing that I have done. I have your summer ready-to-wear looks that I'm pairing with fabric video coming up. I have got a swimsuit video that has been in filmed actually quite a while ago that I want to do for you. A lot of really great stuff coming up this summer. And I feel like actually now that you're watching this, that my schedule is now opening up now that I have graduated my kids, and that I can get a deep breath and delve into some more creative stuff here on the channel. So I hope you have enjoyed this one, and get some sewing in this week if you're able. I think I'm going to be able to be down in my sewing room this week as you're watching this. So fingers crossed. And other than that, happy sewing, and I'll see you guys again next time.